Dame Patricia Routledge, the esteemed English actress and singer, passed away peacefully on October 3, 2025, at her Chichester home, aged 96. Renowned for her comedic brilliance as Hyacinth Bucket in Keeping Up Appearances, she also starred as the detective in Hetty Wainthropp Investigates. Routledge's illustrious career included a Tony Award for A Little Night Music and memorable performances with the Royal Shakespeare Company, captivating audiences worldwide. Legendary Italian actress Claudia Cardinale passed away peacefully on September 23, 2025, at her home in Namur, France, aged 87. Renowned for her sultry allure and versatile talent in the golden age of Italian cinema, she captivated global audiences in Federico Fellini's surreal 8½, Luciano Visconti's epic The Leopard, Sergio Leone's spaghetti western Once Upon a Time in the West, and Blake Edwards' comedy The Pink Panther, opposite Peter Sellers. Iconic English singer and songwriter Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness, passed away on July 22, 2025, at his Buckinghamshire home, aged 76, following a heart attack. Co-founder and lead vocalist of pioneering heavy metal band Black Sabbath, he defined the genre with haunting tracks like Paranoid and Iron Man, captivating generations. As a solo artist, Osbourne delivered anthems such as Crazy Train and Mama, I'm Coming Home, earned multiple Grammys, and became a reality TV icon in The Osbournes. Legendary American actor and director Robert Redford passed away peacefully in his sleep on September 16, 2025, at his Sundance home in the Utah Mountains, aged 89. Renowned for his charismatic turns as the Sundance Kid in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid alongside Paul Newman, and as journalist Bob Woodward in All the President's Men, he captivated audiences with his effortless charm. Redford also directed the Oscar-winning Ordinary People, founded the Sundance Institute to champion independent film, and became a passionate environmental activist. Iconic American actor Gene Hackman passed away on February 18, 2025, at his Santa Fe home, aged 95. Renowned for his Oscar-winning roles as the tough detective in The French Connection and the brutal sheriff in Unforgiven, he delivered unforgettable performances in The Conversation, Mississippi Burning, and as Lex Luthor in Superman, captivating audiences with his intense, versatile acting across a storied career. Italian fashion designer Giorgio Armani passed away peacefully on September 4, 2025, at his Milan home, aged 91. Known for revolutionizing menswear with unstructured suits and creating elegant power dressing for women, he founded the Armani empire in 1975. His timeless designs, from Giorgio Armani to Emporio lines, dressed stars in films like American Gigolo and built a global luxury brand. American actor Val Kilmer passed away on April 1, 2025, in Los Angeles from pneumonia, aged 65. Renowned for his intense portrayals as the cocky pilot Iceman in Top Gun, the enigmatic rock star Jim Morrison in The Doors, the charismatic gunslinger Doc Holliday in Tombstone, and the brooding superhero in Batman Forever, he blended matinee idol looks with a daring, unpredictable edge that defined his eclectic Hollywood career. American musician Brian Wilson, the visionary co-founder and creative force behind the Beach Boys, passed away in his sleep on June 11, 2025, at his Beverly Hills home from respiratory arrest, aged 82. Renowned for his groundbreaking compositions on the masterpiece album Pet Sounds and the psychedelic innovation Good Vibrations, he captured the sun-soaked essence of California youth while battling mental health struggles, leaving an indelible legacy as pop's tortured genius. English primatologist and anthropologist Jane Goodall passed away peacefully on October 1, 2025, in Los Angeles, aged 91. Known for her groundbreaking chimpanzee research in Tanzania's Gombe Stream National Park, she revealed their tool use and social behaviors. Goodall founded the Jane Goodall Institute, authored In the Shadow of Man, and inspired global conservation as a UN messenger of peace. English actor Terence Stamp passed away on August 17, 2025, aged 87, with family confirming the news but not disclosing the cause or location. Known for his striking presence, he earned an Oscar nomination for Billy Budd, captivated as Sergeant Troy in Far From the Madding Crowd, and defined villainy as General Zod in Superman. Stamp's flamboyant Bernadette in The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert became a cult icon. American actor Michael Madsen passed away on July 3, 2025, at his Malibu home, aged 67, from heart failure complicated by heart disease and alcoholism. Renowned for his chilling intensity as the sadistic Mr. Blonde in Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs, infamously slicing off an ear in the film's brutal ear-cutting scene, he also menaced as Bud in Kill Bill, Volume 2, schemed in Donnie Brasco, and exuded quiet menace in The Hateful Eight, cementing his status as a go-to for brooding tough guys in indie and blockbuster cinema alike. American actress Pat Crowley passed away peacefully on September 14, 2025, at her Los Angeles home of natural causes, aged 91. A Golden Globe winner for New Star of the Year in 1954, she charmed audiences in films like Forever Female with Ginger Rogers, Money from Home with Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, and Hollywood or Bust. Crowley found enduring fame as Joan Nash in the sitcom Please Don't Eat the Daisies, and later shined in Dynasty and over 250 episodes of Port Charles. American professional wrestler and media personality Hulk Hogan passed away on July 24, 2025, at his Clearwater, Florida home from cardiac arrest, aged 71. Renowned as the larger-than-life face of 1980s wrestling, with his iconic mustache, bandana, and Hulkamania persona, he body-slammed giants at WrestleMania 1, won 6 WWE championships, and headlined global events that turned WWF into a pop culture juggernaut. Hogan also starred in films like No Holds Barred, hosted Hogan Knows Best, and later competed in WCW and TNA, inspiring legions with his "Train, Say Prayers, and Eat Your Vitamins" mantra. Indian singer and composer Zubin Garg passed away tragically on September 19, 2025, in Singapore from drowning while swimming off an island during a performance trip, aged 52. Renowned as the voice of Assam and the Northeast, he blended folk, pop, and rock in Assamese, Bengali, and Hindi, captivating millions with Bollywood hit Ya Ali from Gangster, soulful tracks like Dupe and Moram, and over 5,000 songs across languages. A multi-talented actor in Assamese films like Mission China and Philanthropist, his death sparked national unity and investigations amid public outcry. American actor and musician Malcolm Jamal Warner passed away on July 20, 2025, in an accidental drowning off the coast of Costa Rica during a family vacation, aged 54. Renowned for his enduring portrayal of Theodore "Theo" Huxtable on The Cosby Show, earning an Emmy nomination, he later starred in Malcolm and Eddie, recurred as Dr. Max Devi on The Resident, and played Al Cowlings in American crime story The People v. O.J. Simpson, while directing episodes of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and releasing Grammy-winning jazz albums.
Canadian First Nations actor Graham Greene passed away on September 1, 2025, in a Stratford, Ontario hospital after a long illness, aged 73. Renowned for his Oscar-nominated portrayal of the wise Lakota warrior Kicking Bird in Dances with Wolves, he broke barriers for Indigenous performers with commanding roles in Thunderheart, Maverick, The Green Mile, Wind River, and Longmire, blending gravitas and humor across a 50-year career that earned him 2 Geminis, a Canadian Screen Award, and the 2025 Governor-General's Performing Arts Award. American actress Michelle Trachtenberg passed away on February 26, 2025, in her New York City apartment from complications of diabetes mellitus, aged 39. Renowned for her breakout role as the inquisitive spy Harriet M. Welsh in the 1996 film Harriet the Spy, she won hearts as Buffy Summers' sassy sister Dawn in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and schemed brilliantly as the unpredictable Georgina Sparks in Gossip Girl, blending sharp wit with emotional depth in a career that spanned child stardom to adult acclaim. American singer and musician Connie Francis passed away on July 16, 2025, at her home in Parkland, Florida, aged 87. Renowned as the first woman to top the Billboard Hot 100 with Everybody's Somebody's Fool in 1960, she dominated the charts with tear-jerking ballads like Who's Sorry Now and upbeat hits including Lipstick on Your Collar, Stupid Cupid, and Where the Boys Are. Selling over 40 million records, Francis also starred in films and saw her 1962 track Pretty Little Baby go viral on TikTok in 2025. American actress Loni Anderson passed away on August 3, 2025, at a Los Angeles hospital after a prolonged illness, aged 79. Renowned for her iconic portrayal of the glamorous, whip-smart receptionist Jennifer Marlowe on the hit CBS sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati, which earned her 2 Emmy nominations and 3 Golden Globe nods, she became a 1980s TV sensation. Anderson also starred in films like Stroker Ace with ex-husband Burt Reynolds and charmed in TV movies such as A Letter to 3 Wives. American chef and television host Anne Burrell passed away on June 17, 2025, in Brooklyn, aged 55, by suicide via acute intoxication. Known for her vibrant energy and spiky blonde hair, she transformed culinary novices on Food Network's Worst Cooks in America over 27 seasons. Burrell hosted Secrets of a Restaurant Chef, competed on Chopped, authored Cook Like a Rock Star, and championed juvenile diabetes research. American disc jockey and radio personality Wink Martindale passed away on April 15, 2025, at a hospital in Rancho Mirage, California, aged 91, after a battle with lymphoma. Renowned for his booming voice and affable charm, he scored a 1959 Billboard Top 10 hit with the spoken word Deck of Cards and pioneered rock and roll radio in Memphis by helping debut Elvis Presley's That's All Right in 1954. Martindale became a TV icon, hosting game shows like Gambit, Tic-Tac-Dough, High Rollers, and Debt, earning a Hollywood Walk of Fame star in 2006. American actress Leslie Charleson passed away on January 12, 2025, in Los Angeles, aged 79, from complications of blunt head trauma after a fall.
Best known for her Emmy-nominated role as cardiologist Monica Quartermain on General Hospital for nearly 50 years, she portrayed the resilient Quartermain matriarch through iconic storylines, including breast cancer advocacy. Charleston also appeared in Happy Days, The Rockford Files, and films like The Day of the Dolphin. American musician Wayne Osmond passed away peacefully on January 1, 2025, at University of Utah Hospital in Salt Lake City following a massive stroke, aged 73. A founding member of the Osmonds, alongside brothers Alan, Merrill, and Jay, his baritone voice and guitar prowess fueled 1970s teen pop hits like One Bad Apple, Yo-Yo, and Down by the Lazy River, launching the family's global stardom and paving the way for Donnie and Marie's variety show. American actor and theatrical producer Jerry Adler passed away peacefully in his sleep on August 23, 2025, in Manhattan, aged 96. Renowned for his late-blooming acting career, he stole scenes as the shrewd music executive and Tony Soprano confidant Hesh Rabkin across all 6 seasons of The Sopranos, and as the bumbling law partner Howard Lyman on The Good Wife. A Broadway veteran who stage-managed over 50 productions, including My Fair Lady and A Little Night Music, Adler also appeared in Woody Allen's Manhattan Murder Mystery and Rescue Me, amassing 60 screen credits after starting as an actor in his 60s. English actor Brian Murphy passed away peacefully at his home in Kent on February 2, 2025, aged 92, weeks after a cancer diagnosis in his spine and shoulders. Renowned for his hapless charm as the henpecked landlord George Roper in the 1970 sitcom Man About the House and its spin-off George and Mildred opposite Eutha Joyce, he later endeared as the mischievous Alvin Smedley in Last of the Summer Wine, with guest spots in The Catherine Tate Show, Holby City, and Benidorm. A theater workshop veteran, Murphy's dry wit lit up over 50 years on stage and screen. Australian actor Tristan Rogers passed away on August 15, 2025, at his Palm Springs home after a battle with lung cancer, aged 79. Renowned for his magnetic portrayal of the suave international spy Robert Scorpio on ABC's General Hospital, originally cast for 2 episodes in 1980 but staying for over 4 decades, becoming a fan favorite alongside Luke and Laura, he also appeared on The Young and the Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful, and won a Daytime Emmy for Studio City. American actress Polly Holliday passed away on September 9, 2025, at her Manhattan home from pneumonia, aged 88. Renowned for her brassy, gum-snapping portrayal of waitress Florence Jean Flo Castleberry on CBS's Alice, where her iconic catchphrase, "Kiss My Grits," became a cultural staple, earning her 2 Golden Globe wins and 3 Emmy nominations, she also starred in the short-lived spin-off Flo, shown as the villainous Mrs. Deagle in Gremlins, and earned a Tony nomination for Big Mama in Broadway's Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. American character actor Bruce Glover passed away on March 12, 2025 in Los Angeles, aged 92, from natural causes. Known for his chilling role as assassin Mr. Wint in Diamonds Are Forever, he improvised his fiery demise. Glover also played Detective Duffy in Chinatown, starred in Walking Tall, and appeared in Gunsmoke and Mission Impossible. Father to Kristen Glover, he taught acting and collaborated on It Is Fine. American actor Peter Kwong passed away peacefully in his sleep on May 27, 2025, at his home in Burbank, California, aged 73. Renowned for his dynamic martial arts prowess as the Stormlord Rain in John Carpenter's cult classic Big Trouble in Little China, he also menaced as a henchman in Eddie Murphy's The Golden Child and dazzled in Gleaming the Cube with Christian Slater. A trailblazing Asian-American performer, Kwong appeared in over 85 projects, including The A-Team, Miami Vice, and MacGyver, while advocating against anti-Asian stereotypes as a SAG-AFTRA leader and Academy governor. English actress and writer Jean Marsh passed away on April 13, 2025, at her London home from complications of dementia, aged 90.
Renowned as the co-creator and Emmy-winning star of the groundbreaking series Upstairs, Downstairs, where she portrayed the steadfast housemaid Rose Buck across decades of class drama, she also enchanted as the lifelike android Alicia in The Twilight Zone's The Lonely, and menaced as the wicked Princess Mombi in Return to Oz and Queen Babmorda in Willow, while voicing Sarah Kingdom in Doctor Who. American actress Danielle Spencer passed away on August 11, 2025, at Chippenham Hospital in Richmond, Virginia, aged 60, after a long battle with gastric cancer. Renowned for her sassy, quick-witted portrayal of Dee Thomas, the tattletale little sister on the 1970s ABC sitcom What's Happening, one of the first shows centering young black characters, she reprised the role in What's Happening Now and later became a dedicated veterinarian in Richmond. American actress Paula Shaw passed away peacefully on September 10, 2025 in Vancouver, aged 84. Known for her warm roles on Hallmark's Cedar Cove as Charlotte Jeffers and in holiday films like Hanukkah on Rye, she also played Pamela Voorhees in Freddy vs. Jason. Shaw appeared in The Bob Newhart Show, Starsky and Hutch, and Little House on the Prairie, and co-founded the Max Workshop at Esalen. American actor Harris Yulin passed away on June 10, 2025 in a New York City hospital from cardiac arrest, aged 87. Renowned for his chameleonic intensity as the corrupt cop Bernstein in Scarface, the menacing CIA deputy in Clear and Present Danger, and the principled investigator in Training Day, he also delivered standout TV turns as the Cardassian war criminal Eamon Maritza in Star Trek Deep Space Nine's Duet, and the scheming Roger Kendrick on Frasier, while earning acclaim on Broadway in Watch on the Rhine, The Visit, and Death of a Salesman. American singer and actor Bobby Sherman passed away on June 24, 2025 in Encino, California from kidney cancer. A 1960s teen idol, he topped charts with hits like Little Woman and Julie, Do You Love Me? Sherman starred in Here Come the Brides, later became an LAPD reserve officer and EMT, and co-founded the Brigitte and Bobby Sherman Children's Foundation for Ghanaian youth.
English record producer and songwriter Roy Thomas Baker passed away on April 12, 2025, at his home in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, aged 78. Renowned for his innovative, larger-than-life sound that defined 1970s rock, he helmed Queen's early masterpieces, including the operatic epic Bohemian Rhapsody on A Night at the Opera, crafted the Cars' new wave gems like Just What I Needed, and polished hits for Foreigner, Journey, Cheap Trick, and Alice Cooper, earning a Grammy for engineering and cementing his legacy as a sonic architect. British professional boxer Ricky Hatton passed away on September 14, 2025, at his home in Gee Cross, Hyde, Greater Manchester, aged 46. Nicknamed the Hitman and the People's Champion, he thrilled fans with his aggressive, brawling style, capturing IBF light welterweight and WBA welterweight titles, including iconic wins over Kostya Tszyu and Ricky Hatton in front of 58,000 roaring Manchester City supporters. Hatton later became a beloved promoter and trainer, openly sharing his mental health struggles to inspire others. American actress Kelly Mack passed away peacefully on August 2, 2025, in her hometown of Cincinnati, Ohio, aged 33, after battling diffuse midline glioma, a rare central nervous system tumor. Renowned for her breakout role as the resilient Hilltop Colony resident Addie in Season 9 of AMC's The Walking Dead, she also shone as Penelope Jacobs in Chicago Med, appeared in 911, and starred in the horror thriller Broadcast Signal Intrusion, while voicing Hailey Steinfeld in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and producing projects like On the Black. Israeli actor Alon Abutbul passed away suddenly on July 29, 2025, after collapsing at Habanim Beach near Haifa, aged 60, from cardiac arrest. Renowned for his commanding presence in Israeli cinema, winning the Ophir Award and Jerusalem Film Festival Best Actor for Two Fingers from Sidon, he broke into Hollywood with intense roles as a Soviet soldier in Rambo 3, terrorist in Spielberg's Munich, CIA operative in Body of Lies, Dr. Leonid Pavel in The Dark Knight Rises, and arms dealer Avi Drexler across 5 seasons of FX's Snowfall. American singer and songwriter Jeannie Seely, known as Miss Country Soul, passed away on August 1, 2025 at TriStar Summit Medical Center in Hermitage, Tennessee, aged 85, from complications of an intestinal infection. Renowned for her Grammy-winning 1966 hit, Don't Touch Me, which transformed women's roles in country music with its bold candor, she became a Grand Ole Opry member in 1967, the first woman to host segments there, and amassed 5,397 appearances, blending soulful vocals with rebellious style in hits like Can I Sleep in Your Arms and duets with Jack Green. American vocalist and guitarist Mark Volman passed away on September 5, 2025 in Nashville, Tennessee, aged 78, following a brief but unexpected illness. Renowned as a founding member of the Turtles, his exuberant falsetto propelled their 1967 #1 smash Happy Together and sunny hits like Eleanor and You Baby, defining 60s pop sunshine. As half of Flo and Eddie with Howard Kaylan, he infused wry humor into Frank Zappa's Mothers of Invention, backed T-Rex's Bang a Gong, and toured the Happy Together Revue despite Lewy body dementia. American singer-songwriter and music producer Brett James passed away on September 18, 2025 in a small plane crash near Franklin, North Carolina, aged 57, alongside his wife and stepdaughter. Renowned for his Grammy-winning co-write of Carrie Underwood's heartfelt anthem, Jesus, Take the Wheel, he penned chart-topping hits including Kenny Chesney's When the Sun Goes Down, Jason Aldean's The Truth, and tracks for Taylor Swift, Martina McBride, and Bon Jovi, earning ASCAP Country Songwriter of the Year twice and induction into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. Catherine, Duchess of Kent, member of the British royal family, passed away peacefully on September 4, 2025 at Kensington Palace, aged 92. Married for 64 years to Prince Edward, Duke of Kent, Queen Elizabeth II's cousin, she embraced royal duties with quiet grace, famously consoling tearful Wimbledon finalists like Yana Novotná in 1993 while presenting trophies. A gifted musician who taught piano, organ, and violin, she later withdrew from public life to teach incognito as Mrs. Kent at a Hull primary school and founded the charity Future Talent to nurture young musical talent from disadvantaged backgrounds. South Korean actress Kim Se-ron passed away by suicide on February 16, 2025 at her home in Seoul's Songdong district, aged 24, discovered by a friend with no signs of foul play. A child star who debuted at 9 in the Cannes acclaimed A Brand New Life, she captivated audiences as the resilient So-mi in the 2010 blockbuster The Man from Nowhere opposite Won Bin, earning a Grand Bell Award nomination, and shone in A Girl at My Door, The Neighbor, and Netflix's Bloodhounds, blending innocence with fierce intensity before a 2022 DUI scandal derailed her career. Head of the Catholic Church and Sovereign of Vatican City, Pope Francis, passed away on April 21, 2025 at Doma Sancti Martha in Vatican City, aged 88, from a stroke followed by cardiac arrest. The first Latin American and Jesuit pontiff, elected in 2013, he championed the marginalized with reforms like Laudato Si on climate care and Amoris Laetitia on family mercy, washed prisoners' feet, and confronted clergy abuse, earning global adoration while polarizing traditionalists.
American professional boxer and businessman George Foreman passed away peacefully on March 21, 2025, at a Houston hospital, age 76, surrounded by loved ones. Renowned for his devastating knockout power, he captured Olympic gold in 1968 and the heavyweight title by demolishing Joe Frazier in 1973, only to lose it in the epic Rumble in the Jungle to Muhammad Ali. Foreman staged a miraculous comeback at 45 to reclaim the crown in 1994, the oldest ever, while building a $300 million empire with the iconic George Foreman grill. Australian-American actor Julian McMahon passed away on July 2, 2025 in Clearwater, Florida, aged 56, from head and neck cancer. Son of Prime Minister Sir William McMahon, he captivated as the charismatic Dr. Christian Troy on Nip Tuck, earned a Saturn Award nomination as Victor Von Doom in Fantastic Four, and enchanted as the half-demon Cole Turner in Charmed, blending intensity and charm across a dynamic career. American television actress Loretta Swit passed away on May 30, 2025, at her home in New York City, aged 87, from natural causes. Renowned for her Emmy-winning portrayal of the fierce yet vulnerable Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan on MASH, appearing in all but 11 episodes over 11 seasons, and helping evolve the character from stereotype to multifaceted hero, she also shone on Broadway in Same Time Next Year and Shirley Valentine, earning the Sarah Siddons Award, and advocated passionately for animal welfare through her watercolor art and philanthropy. American actor George Wendt passed away peacefully in his sleep on May 20, 2025, at his Studio City home in Los Angeles, age 76, from cardiac arrest complicated by congestive heart failure, coronary artery disease, and hypertension. Renowned for his Emmy-nominated portrayal of the lovable, beer-loving everyman Norm Peterson on NBC's Cheers, delivering iconic entrance quips like "It's a dog-eat-dog world and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear," he appeared in all 275 episodes across 11 seasons, earning 6 consecutive nods for Outstanding Supporting Actor. American musician and songwriter Sly Stone passed away on June 9, 2025, at his home in Granada Hills, Los Angeles, aged 82, after a prolonged battle with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease and other health issues. Renowned as the visionary frontman of Sly and the Family Stone, he fused funk, soul, rock, and psychedelia in groundbreaking hits like Dance to the Music, Everyday People, Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself Again, and Family Affair, influencing generations from Miles Davis to Prince, while pioneering multiracial mixed-gender lineups in a transformative era of Black music.
American actor and singer Richard Chamberlain passed away on March 29, 2025, at his home in Waimanalo, Hawaii, age 90, from complications following a stroke. Renowned as the handsome heartthrob Dr. James Kildare in the 1960s NBC series that made him a teen idol, he became the king of the miniseries with Golden Globe-winning roles as the noble samurai Blackthorn in Shogun and the tormented priest Ralph de Bricessard in The Thornbirds, captivating audiences with his charisma and versatility across stage, screen, and song. American actress and comedian Ruth Buzzi passed away peacefully in her sleep on May 1, 2025, at her home in Stephenville, Texas, aged 88, from complications of Alzheimer's disease while in hospice care. Renowned for her unforgettable portrayal of the purse-swinging spinster Gladys Ormsby on the groundbreaking NBC variety show Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, where she won a Golden Globe and 5 Emmy nominations, she also endeared generations as the quirky shopkeeper Ruthie on Sesame Street for 6 years, voiced animated favorites like Nose Marie and Pound Puppies, and bashed celebrities with her handbag on Dean Martin roasts.
English guitarist and vocalist Mick Ralphs passed away on June 23, 2025, at his home in England, aged 81, following a stroke suffered shortly after his final performance with Bad Company in 2016, which left him bedridden for nearly a decade. Renowned as the riff-mastering co-founder of Mott the Hoople, whose glam rock hits like David Bowie penned All the Young Dudes defined 1970s rebellion, he then forged Bad Company with Paul Rodgers, delivering arena anthems such as Can't Get Enough, Feel Like Making Love, and Rock and Roll Fantasy that sold millions and earned a posthumous Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. American musician Rick Derringer passed away peacefully on May 26, 2025, in Ormond Beach, Florida, aged 77, after being taken off life support following a medical episode. Renowned for his blistering guitar riffs and raw energy, he skyrocketed to fame at 17 as frontman of the McCoys with their #1 smash, Hang On Sloopy, later unleashing the enduring rock staple Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo on his 1973 solo debut. Derringer's session wizardry graced Steely Dan, Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart, and wrestling anthems like Hulk Hogan's Real American, while producing Weird Al Yankovic's debut Grammy-winning. American broadcaster Ananda Lewis passed away peacefully on June 11, 2025, at her Los Angeles home in hospice care, aged 52, after a 7-year battle with breast cancer. Renowned as a trailblazing MTV VJ in the late 1990s, she connected hip-hop's rising stars to fans on Total Request Live and Hot Zone, earning NAACP Image Awards for her BET work on Teen Summit, including an interview with Hillary Clinton, and her own syndicated The Ananda Lewis Show, which tackled real talk for young audiences.
Thanks for watching and remembering these stars with us. See you in the next video as we honor more.